Hello, everyone. Welcome to Autism and Crochet ADHD. My name is Rachel, and I'm a neurodivergent crafter. In today's video, I'm going to share the strategies I've developed for getting laundry washed, folded, and put away. I used to live out of baskets, and my clothes were all over the place. I could never find my socks. I couldn't find my bras. Digging around in the baskets would make me irrationally angry. I never knew when I was out of clean clothes. It was chaos. I couldn't make myself fold my clothes and put them away no matter how hard I tried. I figured out over time that if I identified the barriers to doing the activity, like what is it that I hate about doing it, and then remove that barrier in some way, it made the task a little bit easier and I would get just a tiny bit more consistent about actually getting the clothes folded and put all the way away. So I'm going to take you through each of the 5 barriers that I identified and what I did to remove that barrier and not be living out of baskets anymore. And it's a wonderful thing. So the first barrier is something that I identified long before I knew I was neurodivergent when I learned about something called the Army roll. So in the Army, instead of just folding into a square, they fold them in half like you would normally do, but then they roll it down into a little sushi roll of clothing. So the way that the Army roll is done, or that I do it anyway, is I start out the way I normally would, where I kind of fold it into thirds. And then I fold it down like that, but instead of stopping there, you do this extra little roll. And it makes handling the clothes so much easier. They move in piles really well. And ever since I started doing that, it just makes moving my clothes around and even finding clothes that I want to wear in the drawer a lot easier without messing everything up. So once I discovered the Army roll, that was the first barrier out of the way that I just kind of hated moving stacks of clothes around in that form. It's hard to deal with that. So that's out the window. The second barrier I had was that I really hated the part where I had to take, once I was done folding everything, taking it into my bedroom where my dresser was and putting all the clothes away into the dresser. So about a year ago, I realized I can just move my dresser into the living room where the TV is, and then I don't have to transport the clothing from the living room into the bedroom to get them into the dresser. This is where my dresser is just right on the other side of this. The TV is here and the couch is there. So I can sit there and watch TV and fold the clothing and then really easily transport it from just 3 feet that way into the dresser. And it's a lot easier. So I have my dresser in my living room now, and if that is going to make it easier for you to fold your clothing and put it away, I strongly recommend you do so because it makes a world of difference. At least it did for me. The third barrier that I identified was that I hated digging around in baskets for my bras. A lot of my clothing is black, and so it all just kind of blends together. And I would get so mad that I couldn't find a bra. And a lot of the time, I wouldn't have any more clean ones, but I wouldn't know that I didn't have any more clean ones. It was a nightmare. So I just had this epiphany one day, like, why do I just have them mixed in with everything? I don't have to do that. That's like an unconscious choice I've been making this whole time, and I can fix that. So what I did was I got this little basket. This is my bra basket, and it sits separately from the rest of my clothing, and I wash them separately. And that actually takes me into the next barrier, barrier number 4. I didn't really realize how much, but I really hated when I was folding laundry, having to sort as I'm folding all the different types of clothing into different piles. So when I'm putting them away, obviously they all go into the same drawer. Pants go with pants, shirts go with shirts. And so I had to separate them out into piles like that while I was folding them to put them away. And I really hated doing that. I tried for a while sitting by my dresser and folding the clothes and putting them away directly as I was folding them. But because everything was jumbled together. I was having to constantly like open a drawer, close a drawer. Okay, now let's open this drawer. I go, I just had that drawer open and I closed it for one piece of clothing and now I got to open it up again. It was just driving me crazy. So that solution didn't work. I tried it, it failed. What I ended up doing is much like the bras, I just got a bunch of baskets, some big, some small. Now every type of clothing goes into its own basket. I just wash one type of clothing at a time. My socks are kind of littered in with everything, but I have enough of those that I never really run out. It's another secret bonus trick. Just buy 40 pairs of the exact same sock and you'll always have enough socks. So now I just wash them separately. And then when they come out of the dryer, they go into their own basket again. And I usually can just fold them up real fast because there's not a ton of them and then just put them away all at once in the same drawer. And I don't have to sort them into piles. I don't have to open and close drawers all over. I just fold one type of clothing and put it in its drawer. And I also always know when I am about to run out of a certain type of clothing because it's actually in the drawer. So when I open it, I see, oh no, I only have so many pants and I can go and just wash pants. Even though it involves a bunch more baskets, it streamlines the process for me. The fifth barrier that I had was specific to my boxers or walksers. I'm not like sponsored by them or anything, but I love my walksers. I have like 25 pairs of them probably, but I really hate folding them because they don't fold down nicely. Plus I hate folding 25 the same thing, doing that over and over and over again. So what I started doing was I don't fold them. I just pick them up one by one and kind of lay them in there nicely on top of each other and I have two piles. So I don't fold them. I don't see why I should have to. They're wrinkly, but nobody's going to see my boxers all day, so it doesn't matter. And it saves me a whole lot of time. So when I wash my 30 boxers, I can just stand by my drawer with it open, pull them out of the basket one by one and lay them in there. And it's done and it takes 2 minutes. So I hope that some of this was helpful for you and hopefully it'll make it easier for you to get your laundry washed and folded and put away so you don't have to live in the chaos of baskets and clothes everywhere on the floor all the time. Please like and subscribe so that more people can get this information. Maybe a lot of people already have this information. It came to me in my late 30s, and I'm just finally living a slightly less chaotic life. And I hope you can too. Thanks so much.